So if you've been looking for affordable living here in the Inland Empire and you want a home of your own, this community is a must-see. So I'm Steve Enchin, your Southern California new construction home expert. Every week I talk with folks just like you about how to buy a brand new construction home and have a great experience doing it. So I'm going to introduce you to a whole bunch of features about this community here in central Riverside. We are literally like 2 minutes away from the 91 freeway. You're a few minutes away from downtown Riverside, the hospitals, the offices. The other direction, you're near Tyler Mall. And then you can just keep going down 91, get on the express lanes, and you're in Orange County pretty quick. So I love this location, and better, I love the price. So brace yourself. Brand new single family. These are attached townhomes, but single family attached townhomes, 2-story, starting from the low 500,000s. We are talking about homes starting fully loaded with all options ready to go. 539,990. That is like unheard of for a new home. It's almost unheard of for a resale home in this area. So I want you to stick with me, because at the end of the video, as I always do, we're going to talk about some amazing incentives. The other thing I'm going to talk about is perhaps why you don't want to buy in this community. So I know it's a little bit of a contradiction. I'm going to talk about what is amazing with this community, and I'm going to talk about the one thing that may make you sort of think twice. You may not want to move here. So first, 539,990, that gets you 1,380 square feet, 2 stories, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 2-car garage. If you wanted more space, they go up to 1,641 square feet. It's the same, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 2-car garage. The community has a park, dog park, play area, some walking trails. Obviously they're not long trails, but it's a small community. But there are some facilities here. Halfway through, I'll go through all the math stuff that you need to know. You know, the homes are not huge. This won't be a long video, but I do want to walk you through and let you see what this looks like. And at the end, we'll talk about, I mean, I've not seen incentives this high in quite a while. So pretty good stuff. All right, let's get started with the tour. All right, so we're going to get started with our tour, as I always do, in the kitchen. So I want to point out that everything you see here is included. There are no additional options. So I'm also going to come down here to the floors. These are luxury vinyl plank floors. You have these quartz countertops. You have a large single bowl sink. And you have a subway tile style backsplash. Now these are white cabinets. There are other options. So the packages are the packages, but you can say, well, I don't want white cabinets, I want dark cabinets. They have those also. It's just a different home. They'll tell you which home has what, and then you can decide what will work for you. So here we have our microwave, and then our, this is an electric range, so, you know, I'm sorry, this is a non-gas community. And then there's our dishwasher, good sized kitchen island. And then the kitchen island has a nice overhang, so it can be used for dining. And then there is a dining area. So if you do want to have a separate dining area, there's space for that. And then you have the living room. I have a pretty good sized sectional sofa in here. Little chair tucked into the corner. Yeah, that wall, by the way, the wood texture is not included. That's an additional designer option, but I can put you in touch with a contractor who does that really well if you like that feature. And then all the homes will have these outdoor patios in front. So no yards, but you do have some patio space, and then you do have the outdoor space. Now there is a 2-car garage, which is accessed here through this back door. In this particular home, it is being used as the office right now, so I can't show that to you, but it is a 2-car garage. And then you have your quarter bath, guest bath here. And then vinyl plank floors throughout. And then you have a little pantry for storage here. So 1,641 square feet. It's not small, not huge, but let's take a break for a moment so I can go through the math stuff with you that's really important. And we're going to head upstairs to look at the bedrooms and the upstairs bathrooms. So what do you think of this home so far? I know we haven't spent a whole lot of time going through it because it just is not that huge. But before we go upstairs and look at the bedrooms and bathrooms, I do want to touch on the math. So HOA is $400 right now, $350 at build out. That includes your common area maintenance. So for example, your roof is shared because these are attached townhomes. Also the walking trails, the park, the doggy park, play area, etc. Landscaping for the common area, that's all included. Okay, that sounds a little bit high, but remember, you have shared walls and you have that shared roof that has to be maintained. The other thing is, get ready, no mellow roots. So tax rate 1.1%. So you'll pay a little bit more than you may like for the HOA, but you do save a lot on the taxes. All right, so that's the math here. Pretty good. Like that tax rate 1.1%, when most of the new home communities I've been taking you to are like 1.8 to 2%. So low price for the home, low tax rate, looking good so far. Let's go upstairs and continue our tour. Now, as we come upstairs, I'm going to show you a bonus, which is we have a small loft. So this is great as a home office or as a second entertainment area, study room for the kids. But this is a lot of extra space upstairs. That's nice to have. The smaller one will not have this. We have a walk-in linen closet. We have a full-size laundry room. So you would think it may be one of those stacking closet laundry systems, but no, this is a full-size laundry room. You get 2 full-size units in there, no stacking required. Let's go into guest bedroom number 1. I think this is a queen size bed, maybe a double, but you can get a queen size bed in here, no problem. And then you have your closet, a good sized closet, and lots of natural light, these big windows. You can see people have moved in, you got the trash bins out. Let's go look at the other guest bedroom. And it is a mirror of the first one. So pretty much the same size. This is again, a double that you can get a queen in here. And then you got the closet. And this is the bathroom. You have 2 sinks. I know I've shown you a couple of homes recently that only had 1 in the guest bathroom, but you got dual sinks in here. Again, the same luxury vinyl plank, because that is water resistant. Then you have your tub and shower combo in here. And yeah, your toilet is there, right next to it. So we're going to go back over here and have a look at the master or primary bedroom. And this is a big space. Again, the wall texture is not included, but I'll put you in touch with somebody who can do fun stuff like that later after you close escrow. And then we'll go in here. Master bath, same thing with the vinyl plank floors. You have a stand-up shower. So there's no tub in here, but that's a fairly decent sized shower with a seat. I've had a couple of clients asking me for showers with seats. So then you have sort of a vanity area here. They have the coffee maker set up, more storage, and then a really big, given the size of the home, it's a really big walk-in closet. I'm gonna go all the way around here. Show you there's plenty of storage. And then I'll show you dual vanity sinks. Lots of counter space. And another final look at the master bedroom. And this is a king size. Actually, I think it's a California king bed. You can get a regular king bed in here, no problem. And one final look here at this really neat loft, which is much bigger than I expected. Then you will head downstairs. Don't click away yet, because I'm going to talk about the incentives and that one reason why you may not want this home. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the tour of this home. Now I want to talk through all of the incentives that are available. So first of all, the incentives are done based on the quick move-in home. So depending on the home and where it's located in the community, the incentive ranges from 3% to 6%. That means 3% to a 6% of the sales price of the home is available to you as an amount to cover closing costs and also to buy down your interest rate. So for like a $600,000 home, which is one of the larger homes, 6%, that's $36,000 that's available to you to buy down your interest rate and also cover your closing costs. Those are amazing incentives. And of course, we'll try to negotiate and get you something better. Now, and they go down to 3%. So it really depends on which home you choose, which are the quick move-in homes. The other thing, solar is included. So you don't have to pay for solar, you don't have to buy it, you don't have to lease it. There's no quirky power purchase agreement or anything. You own the solar. So remember when I said there's one reason why you may not want to buy a home in this community. And you're thinking, why? Single family, 2-story townhome in a really great residential area of Riverside that's close to everything, and they start from the low 500,000s. Steve, what is the one thing that you could tell me about this community that might make me want to say, no, thank you? Well, here it is. All right, so I don't know if any trains went by while I was doing this video because I couldn't hear anything. Talking to the sales staff here, I do know that if you get a home that's pretty close to the tracks, you may hear noise and you may feel vibration. If you get a home that is farther away, then there's less of an opportunity for you to sort of hear that noise and feel any vibration. So it really depends, I think, on where you're located in the community. They have sold a lot of homes here. It's not like people are coming to this community and saying, tracks, are you crazy? I'm not buying here. They are buying here. And many of these folks have bought homes that are like right next to the tracks, and they haven't really been complaining too much. So this is something you really have to check out for yourself. Give me a call. Remember, my information is up on the screen. Reach out by phone, text, send me an email. Let's make an appointment, because remember, you don't want to come here by yourself, because then you lose the option to be represented and have somebody negotiate for you and help you through the process. So we'll make an appointment. We'll come out here. We'll spend some time going through both of the models, and we'll sit here for a while and just see if we hear anything. And then that will give you a good indication as to whether or not you may be okay with a home that's in the community next to the train tracks, or if that's going to be a deal breaker. So don't reject it out of hand just based on that. This is Riverside. People have been living next to the train tracks for decades. So it's not a new thing, but it is something that I want to be fully transparent about and let you know. So there we are. I hope you enjoyed the tour of these really... I just heard the train go by. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm not talking because I want to tell if it gets picked up by the microphone. So I'm going to be honest with you. And it's a freight train, so it's not a metro rail, so it's still going. So yeah, I can hear it. Is it really loud? No. And can I really feel any vibration? There was minor vibration when it first started going by. I'm just trying to figure out if there's any vibration now. Very minor. I can't really feel anything. I can't hear the train, honestly, as much as I can hear the train bells, the crossing bells. Those are the things that are louder than the actual train. Other than that, it's actually not that terrible. And we're about halfway deep in the community away from the tracks. There are more homes coming that will be even farther away from the tracks, so it should be even less of an impact. But I was actually hoping that a train would go by while I was doing this video so we could hear it. So again, I don't know if it was picked up by the microphone, but to be transparent, yeah, I heard it. I felt it a little bit, but is it something you can get used to? It may be, for a $539,000 home, maybe you would be willing to consider that. So anyway, let me know your thoughts. And again, comment below if you have any questions or comments to share. And other than that, thank you for watching, and we will see you on the next video.